Hello everyone, hope you can hear me okay. Please let me know if the volume is not working there, but welcome in, Pickle, Joy, Brad. Hello everyone, welcome. Good to see you guys here. Thanks for joining me today. My first live stream. Yeah, curious to see how this goes. Yeah, let me know if any of the volume's off. I can try and tinker with it a little bit. I was playing around with it a bunch. I'm doing some test live streams to myself, so yeah, anyways, here we are in the downtown area, and we're kind of just looking at the nice compact airport I built in that final episode. Oh, thanks, Joy. Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for joining me today, guys. Just wanted to really kind of wrap up this city. It was my first one that I built for YouTube and that kind of stuff, so it's a combination of I don't know, probably a few thousand hours, or not quite, maybe on console, and then the transition to PC and that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty proud of it. Today plan a bit loose. Feel free to let me know what you guys want to see as well. I was thinking we can either start off with a bit of a tour of the city, and kind of I can talk about my inspiration and how I built it. I did also pick up the Seaside Resorts pack on Instant Gaming, and that's also an option. We can take a look at that, and I have a spot in mind to do a little Seaside Resort build as well, but it's up. I've never ever used that pack before, so I have no idea really what's in it yet, but yeah, we can just experiment. So yeah, thanks for being here. Pickle says she would love a tour. That would be fun. We can definitely do that. There's not a whole lot of city to visit, but we can do that. Thanks, Brad. Glad you liked the layers of height. Yeah, it was really fun building on this island. It was kind of sloped up this way, so that was made it like a lot of fun to play with some different layers and that kind of stuff. But yeah, why don't we go over to the starting tile, and I turned off edge scrolling for the stream, and yeah, so bear with me, guys. I am trying to learn how to move without edge scrolling, so I will try and be gentle with the camera the best I can. But yeah, so here we are over in the starting square. And yeah, I kind of mentioned that in the last episode, but this is where I started. So the first kind of episode was, I didn't actually even do voiceovers at the time. It was just me editing subtitles into the build, so it wasn't really anything too crazy. But yeah, we kind of just started with a very basic residential layout, and I think the shopping malls DLC had just maybe recently come out. I think it only came out like last spring or something like that, so I really wanted to use those for building and that kind of stuff. Yes, Joy, you're not alone. I always play with edge scrolling, but I'm also trying to use two monitors for the first time, and so I found if I was trying to like go up to click, and then, like the map starts moving. So yeah, yeah. So I think one of the things they've all kind of abandoned right now, but yeah, I kind of tried my hand for the first time really trying to detail here, so I wanted to get like really nitty gritty with it and try and put in some of like these little market assets and coffee shops. It kind of reminded me of this train station in Amsterdam that was near my hostel that I stayed in. Just had like this little like coffee shop set up near there, so I did eventually actually put in, there is a metro station here as well, so that's kind of where that is. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this diamond about, as I called it, and putting together the different details with the landscaping and that kind of stuff, and the props. I really tried to get into some of the prop detailing in this one, so yeah, I'm actually trying to just remember how I built this city, because I did kind of start it quite a while ago, but yeah, we kind of moved into more residential expansion, and I think the second episode was kind of this park down over here. Yeah, and this one again was kind of, I tried to do a bit of a, yeah, kind of like a European-inspired park. I think, yeah, I'd just gotten back from, where was I? Stockholm, I think it was, Copenhagen and Hamburg on a trip for vacation. And so I tried to use the like pedestrian path here and line it with some different shops and cafes and that kind of stuff, and parks using the flower plazas here. A little overkill, I think, with some of them, but yeah, and then put down this tourist park here as well, and some of the wall-to-wall buildings I really liked as well. Yeah, I love Plaza and Promenades too. It was definitely one of my favorite DLCs when they announced it, because we finally had pedestrian roads in the vanilla game, which was great. And then, yeah, I just tried to sort of blend it in with some nice landscaping and that kind of stuff. You can kind of get down into the first-person view down here as well. Like, it's just like littered with tourists and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this park and trying to sort of, yeah, just do something a bit different, you know, in the city and that kind of stuff. And then from there, I think we actually made our way over to, I think it was over here. And I kind of wanted to do some work with the Mountain Lodge resort from the Hotels and Retreats DLC, sorry. And yeah, did that over here using kind of a combo of the nature reserve assets as well. So we put the museum, which I think came with that free update as well, which I really liked, to kind of reinvigorate that pack, and then put up these cabins in here as well, and the fireplaces and a few other things. And then I did like a first-person tour as well to this area, but I had a lot of fun, yeah, trying to sort of like work this into the terrain. Like, I think I kind of had to like flatten and slope and that kind of stuff. It was the first time I'd really done like a lot of like terrain work in a city, and this whole map in general was, you know, it was a lot of flat areas, but also a lot of different layers of height as well. So yeah, I kind of built down into here, kind of used some of the mid-century modern pack here as well, more wall-to-wall. And then I think I put this road area in for here, but we left it kind of for a little bit, and then we worked back over in this side of the city, kind of expanding some of the industry. I really struggled to make money in this city for a while, because guilty of kind of playing with unlimited money for a really long time. So and then Amber Raven, hello, welcome, thanks for being here. Yeah, I struggled to make money, and then I also realized that I had game anarchy set up wrong. So like every time I loaded the save, even if I had made money, it just reset the money to a same amount every single time. So when I found that one out, that was a bit interesting, but yeah. And then I also tried to do some of my own custom work with sub buildings, and so I built this kind of electric plant here. And so I took a sub building from the car factory, I think it was, and placed that here. And then, hi Greg, thanks for being here. Yeah, I tried to take the sub building from the oh gosh, now I'm losing it, the car factory, and then I also added in from the hydroelectric dam. There was this piece here, I think, that goes like on the top of the dam, and snuck that in as well to kind of cover. There was a giant gap here, and then got some transformer stations off the workshop. And then I thought it was funny because they had the spasm electricity billboard, so I attached that to the side as well, just for a little bit of extra sort of detailing. And then yeah, Railroads of Japan, I put that parking gate here, which was really great because you could put it in a lot of different areas. So yeah, that's kind of like the start of the city, and then we did some farming and that kind of stuff, and moved over to this side of the highway as well, and started putting in the water treatment facility, which I tried to sort of build based on a facility in Ontario. And then also placed down forestry, and I think, yeah, our garbage disposal was here as well, and then eventually put in the cargo rail facility. Again, tried to detail this up as well as best I could. I think there's supposed to be some trains on here, but they're currently disappeared, so I don't know, something might have happened in between saves, but yeah. Also kind of built this stadium area over here, kind of using some of the downtown vibes as well, with some of the Green Cities high density, and then tried to put like my own little custom university campus in. So we have the cultural center from a creator on the workshop, and then I used the faculty buildings from the high-tech buildings DLC, and a few other custom assets to try and make basically a bit of a campus here, and then kind of added a bit of like a nice waterfront hotels area, and a few of like the after dark assets like the clubs, and I think we might even have a couple, yeah, seafood grill, Patty's pub. So yeah, just kind of like a nice little waterfront area. Thanks, Greg, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I'd love to have stadiums in CS2. Like, you know, the sports parks are nice, but you know, nothing compares to the giant studios. That's for sure. Some more stadium spice, Brad. Yeah. Thanks, Amber. Appreciate that. Yeah. I hope Slato's watching, or if she's okay. Yeah. It's definitely a lot going on there, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the city tour so far. Let me know if you want to move on to something else, but yeah, kind of next was this. Actually, before we got there, this looked a little bit different when I first built it, but I tried to put in this sort of like quote-unquote expressway through the city, just to kind of give some connectivity, since how there was the only one highway here, and then using traffic manager up the speeds in a few spots, just to kind of give people a bit of a different sort of way of getting across the city, and then kind of expanded it over to this side as well, and did a lot of the wall-to-wall buildings here. They're like one of my favorite assets to use, and I wanted to start increasing some density and layers of height, but yeah, wasn't quite ready for a downtown, and yeah, kind of worked in a couple of these custom wall-to-wall buildings here as well, and down on this side, and then over here we have a bit of a shopping center, and then I did the heli tour business that I tried to put together. So yeah, that was kind of fun. It was a bit difficult because I had to figure out how to do the helicopter routings and that kind of stuff, so that they basically would fly like loops back and forth. We can take a heli tour later if anyone is interested in that as well. But yeah, I worked in this area for a while, and then we started this kind of major pedestrian area as well, and I kind of used a mix of the Heart of Korea assets in here as well, and the Railroads of Japan as well. Especially this building, this reminds me a lot of Tokyo in the neighborhood Akihabara, where there's all the electronic shops and that kind of stuff, so I really wanted to place that in here as well. So and then yeah, I kind of built this high density area, and took inspiration from Joy and tried to greenbelt a bunch of areas as well that were just kind of sitting a bit open and that kind of stuff. So and then I kind of wanted to put this pond down. Not enough parking. Yeah, you know, I'm really guilty of forgetting about the parking lots. Like, I wanted them so badly, and then I never put them down, but I always try to build a really robust transit system, so hopefully people would take that instead of their car. But yeah, no, you caught me, Greg. I forgot about them all the time, and please ignore the death wave that is happening in the background over there. But yeah, so then finally was kind of the downtown build was kind of next on the list. So it started off with getting some roadway networks placed and that kind of stuff. And I kind of wanted to have two sides to the downtown, so there was kind of this area here first, and then this is mostly Brooklands and Queens in here, and then what else did I put in there? Modern City Center. I'm trying to remember all these names. And then we were having a lot of goods issues, so I figured I would try and use some of the Industrial Evolution assets and do a bit of combo in here, so different sort of levels, and then tried to blend in like the cinema here with the brick, and then a lot of the assets from the Plaza and Promenades. DLC, nice, Greg. Also kind of blended here as well, and then kind of tried to juxtapose, I don't know if I use that word right, like brick, the colorfulness of Plaza and Promenades, and then some of the high-tech buildings as well, and the the Science Center. You guys crack me up. Over here, and then yeah, we finally kind of came into the downtown, and I spent a few episodes building the Skyline. One thing I wanted with the Skyline was you could kind of see it as you kind of came through over here and that kind of stuff. So if you kind of zoom down, like I wanted to tuck the buildings in over here next to the mountains and that kind of stuff. So did that. I forget how I built it in pieces. Honestly, guys, been really busy, so like it's been a while since I've been in the city. And then we used the glass eye arena here as well, and wanted to kind of make up a nice little round roadway network here. Just a couple high density buildings as well. You got some nice waterfall detail in the background there, so yeah, had a lot of fun with that one. And then yeah, continued to work on the Skyline, played with some layers of height down here. There's a bit of a residential office here, and then this was the kind of last high density residential build that I did. And then in behind I kind of wanted a second area of high rises and that kind of stuff, and then tucked in the glass box arena back here as well. So yeah, and then the final episode was the airport build here. So yeah, this one I just wanted to do a nice little like downtown city airport, kind of compact and that kind of stuff. And yeah, pretty happy with how it turned out. What else did we do over here? Downtown, I tried to build a little bit of a park that was in the shape of an airplane, a bit of a crude art over here, and then there was also my tiny little I don't know what you could call it, Barbie Dreamland, I guess. The Barbie movie had just kind of come out, and yeah, I tried to sort of replicate it a little bit the best I could. Tales remind you of Rio, Amber? Yeah, you know, my partner's from South America, so that's probably why I ended up using this map as well. But yeah, I tried to get the different Barbie houses in here. It's not an exact copy, but I was lucky enough to find like the Corvette asset, and then I think using repaint you could kind of change the colors and that kind of stuff. So I yeah, tried to get the best I could anyways. A little Barbie land there, and then I guess I am kind of forgetting one of the biggest builds for this city was the airport, obviously, and this was modeled actually after an airport that I used to fly into for work and that kind of stuff. So it's a basic regional airport. Some of the gates are hooked up to the terminal, and then some here. That was the few candy trick to place the concourse, put the gates down, and then delete them. So it's kind of this simulate ground loading gates as well. And then we put in a few things over here, like the this was supposed to be a maintenance facility on the side here, and basically I could never find a gate for it, but yeah, the planes could get kind of towed from the secure area over here to the hangar and gate area. Oh, thanks, Joy. Yes, hi, Barbie. Yeah, love that movie. So, yeah, Brad, definitely a few candy fan. I think her and Joy were kind of the inspiration for me to get into more detailing in my builds. So, shout out to both of them. And then yeah, just kind of a few more things over here. Yeah, we've got a couple hangars, fuel station, and yeah, I guess I've lost some assets again. I'll have to go see what happened. There was a building here, an elementary school, and I had some plane props, and it was supposed to be a flight school, but maybe I've got to check my ski settings and get that loaded again. Just excuse me, I'll have a quick drink. Yeah, and then kind of over here as well, I built the university, and yeah, I tried to kind of make it look like this was a turbofan. So that was kind of the inspiration for here, was to build this university and then kind of build some round layers around it again. So, and then yeah, working with the mountain here was a bit difficult. It was a lot of move it and keys and smoothing terrain, and oh god, like I think it took way longer than I thought it was going to. But overall, I was pretty happy with this little university kind of village area. Again, kind of inspired by something that I live nearby, with the university kind of on a mountain and that kind of stuff. And then I tied to over here, I added a ferry stop. Oh, thanks Brad, thanks Greg, appreciate it. I put the commencement hall kind of here on the water, and then tried to kind of build this nice little fountain park so that people could take nice photos for their graduation and that kind of stuff. And then yeah, put in the ferry stop here. I think this ferry gets some decent use anyways. Yeah, just a bit of a different option for people to get around. So yeah, I don't know what else to show you guys. I'm just trying to remember everything major that I built in the city, but yeah, I tried to use a lot of rail as well for the city. So we eventually did run this rail connection through, and I had to really, like, sorry, pardon the camera movements. I really had to try and like squeeze it under this road here, and it was kind of a project to get it in there so that it could get around to oops, wrong way, sorry. To this transit hub here, and then out again and into kind of our transit hub over here as well. And then there's another glass box transit hub over here. So yeah, rail was a pretty big one for this build here as well. Lots of trams, buses. I really like to build a lot of public transit. Kind of, you know, I'm a big fan. For those of you who maybe don't know, I don't own a car anymore. I recently have gone to solely public transit, walking and biking. So it's been really great, actually. I mean, sometimes when it's dumping rain or snow, I'm kind of missing the car. But yeah, that is basically the city of Spinnville. So yeah, thanks Brad. Yeah, I really liked the map when I was looking for one to build on. Yeah, go into that mode so you can see all the warning signs, but yeah, I really liked how the city came together. I really wanted to do more with it in a way, but I don't have the best high-end PC at the moment, so to try and sort of unlock any more tiles was going to be difficult. So Ryan Pickle, I've highly considered not getting a new car once mine eventually dies. Yeah, I mean, that was the other thing. My car, it was getting up there, and you know, I was driving a manual and I really liked it, and I don't know, I didn't really want to switch to an automatic, so I was kind of like, well, if the car goes, then it goes, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, if anyone's up for it, we can do some building. I'd love to kind of dabble into these seaside resort packs. I was thinking in this area actually was a nice little area to work. We've got some nice beach access maybe, and I don't know, I haven't really used this pack that much, but it might be fun to kind of build, I don't know, a little pedestrian area over here maybe, or just a small road network. Yeah, it all depends on where you live, Pickle. Yeah, I'm just fortunate where I live that I'm like walking distance to the subway to get to the airport to get to work, and and if I need to, there is a bus that goes, but it's pretty infrequent. I have a cemetery that's full. Let's see, where is it? Ah, thanks, Greg. I will empty that out. You doing DoorDash, Brad? Oh, I did DoorDash when I was laid off. Yeah, that was an experience and a half. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't want to get into it. But yeah, can't say I would ever recommend doing DoorDash, but yeah, it's been nice to be car free. Unfortunate that like the neighborhood I'm in like the downtown area is kind of quiet, so we don't worry too much about all the craziness, but alrighty, so if I go into find it here, I'm just gonna go into the tab and go to the where is it? I don't actually have all the DLCs either. There we go. You love it, Brad. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it was good money when I did it. I just like, I don't know. The way some people would kind of talk to you, or I found it really difficult because like the delivery instructions were sometimes not clear, and you're trying to like ask somebody for some clarity, and then they're getting mad at you for asking questions, and I was like, I don't know, I don't have time for this. So needless to say, when I got back to flying, I definitely jumped right to it. So I'm gonna go into the train heights here and just see if I can find a good height over here. I don't think we have any ship routes that go through here. No, okay. And I'll put a bit of a road network over here, and we'll kind of see what we have for these seaside resorts. Can't go without a car here. Live in a suburb of a major city, but public transportation sucks. Yeah, you know, I find I don't know where you live, Greg, and if you don't have to share that, but I find that at least in North America, some of our transit systems are a little bit you know, designed, I think, around the idea that everyone kind of came from downtown or in and out of downtown, and you know, I don't think it's really the way the cities are developing anymore. So like these transit systems that I've seen in Europe and stuff, you can kind of get from like point A to point B fairly easy, like Paris Metro. I've taken the tube in London as well. Trains in Zurich were fantastic. I'm just gonna get this road off the key there, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it definitely takes you know, a special sort of city, or you know, depending on where you live and how your city's transit is designed, but yeah, it's kind of does make things a bit challenging if it's not totally user friendly. For me, it's just like it's more time saving to take the subway anyway. So Amber, you live in a pretty area with pretty good transit. That's good. Yeah, I definitely appreciate our transit system where I am. It could be better, but you know, it's they're working on it anyways. Gets caught in politics a lot there, so Brian Pickle, you live in a urban area, and you want to put a streetcar and trolley down the main road. There used to be one. Yeah, actually where I am too, they had some streetcars and then they took them out and that kind of stuff. It's definitely sometimes kind of funny how that ends up happening, you know. It's kind of like you wonder who kind of thought of that when they were planning, but sometimes, yeah, I think planning gets a little short-sighted. There's a subway line where I live where they built it and they're like, oh, we're not going to build it very big because no one's going to use it, and then it ended up being like the most popular transit line, I think, out there or something like that, and then everyone was like, oh, maybe we should have thought that one a little bit better, but anyways. Alright, so just getting some roads over here. I'm just gonna try and delete this oil patch here, because we don't need that. I'm pretty sure this is oil anyways. Yes. Where is my brush? You suspect car company? Yeah. That darn big car. There were trolleys once upon a time before cars drove them out. Pun intended, Greg. Pun intended, but yeah, there's in Toronto they have the streetcar, and I don't know, that area is just a mess in my opinion. So like, I don't know if it's the best option out there, but yeah, very interesting thing. Okay, so what do we have in this pack? We've got historical train station. No, we don't need that. Hotels. Hotel Brunswick. Lots of hotels. Okay, the library. Historical fire station. It's a sub building. It's mostly hotels. Is there any residential stuff with this, or is it just all unique buildings? I don't know if I could maybe try and put some European mixed use or European suburbia out here, but let's see what we have so far. Oops, not skyscrapers. I don't know. It'd be nice to have something kind of central. I think it's all ploppable stuff. Okay, sounds good. No, there's that one. That one. Cool. Which one? I kind of want to do like a town square idea around one. Buildings are kind of small though. I don't know if anyone, I think Joy, you mentioned that as well. They were the scaling was a bit. Warning, the hotels draw a lot of traffic. Okay, good to know. Timothy Cohen, my city used to have streetcars, but they were ripped out in the 30s and never returned, and all we have now is a skeletal bus system. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I think they actually replaced our streetcars with trolley bus now. Yeah, scaling is something in CS1. Yeah, we have trolley bus, which I found was funny because I think it's City Planner plays like totally ripped them apart at one point. I don't know if it was like the City Skylines version of them or just them in general, and it was like I was sitting there watching that episode being like, oh well, my city is like loaded with trolley buses, but anyways, they're okay, but just thought it was kind of funny. Okay, so we'll just use move it and get this place kind of here. How's volume? Just wanted to check with everyone, make sure that I'm not accidentally blowing people's eardrums or yelling at anyone. Again, I tried to audio test the best I could before the stream, but you never know. Enjoy your walk. Joy. Oh, yeah. Even funnier, we have a historical trolley bus tour that goes down the main road where the trolley tram, whatever used to be. You definitely expected these resort buildings to be way bigger. Yeah, so did I. That's okay. Just try and squeeze in a little. I don't know if this is quite straight now. It's starting to bother me, but thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. think the hotel and resorts are bigger. Yeah, I think they definitely are. I mean, I didn't want to do anything too big over here, but I definitely thought they were going to be larger. But anyways, let's see. Maybe we'll do some. Maybe I won't do pedestrian roads. I just don't want to try and get a whatchamacallit out here, a service point. But how long was that? 10. Alright, what else do we have in this pack? We'll get some city services probably. Coast Guard Heritage Museum. Historical fire extinguishing. It's always good to have some fire coverage here. Is there anything like... Okay, there's a police station. I mean, they are tiny. They're cute though. Like, I like this firehouse. This reminds me of one, yeah, there's like a little area, kind of not too far from where I live, but it's actually in the United States, not in Canada, and they kind of have a lot of these like older buildings. So, what else do we have here? Brad, did you manage to get your Genevale episode fixed? It sounded like you were having some issues with the save out there. If you're still here. A little bit more parking maybe here. Hey Jazz, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just fiddling around with Seaside Resorts. We did a tour of the city, and now I'm just placing down some buildings and kind of casually building over here. Oh, you got them both done. That's great. I think, did you stay up all night doing them? Everyone's plans for the rest of the day. 18-hour marathon. Wow, that is dedication. As I mentioned, I haven't really used this pack before, so if you guys know of an asset that you want me to use, let me know, and see what we can get built here. It's kind of small. Stick that behind. Yeah, something like that. Watching me and then watching the Lions game. Oh, that sounds like a nice Sunday. Like, I always kind of get like thrown off on what day of the week it is. With my job, being on the road so much, it's very frequent that someone will kind of stop and ask, we'll kind of stop and ask each other, like, what day is it today? Because often I just have no idea. I'm kind of surprised I remember my own release schedule for my videos, just with the craziness of it all, but yeah, you know. Should be doing work of some kind and recording, but nah, breaks are good. You know, I think it's kind of why I wanted to live stream. Like, not gonna lie, I get really busy and I get kind of tired sometimes, and you know, I want to make quality content, but sometimes I also just need to like catch up on sleep. So, and yeah, last night we were coming back home, and we got getting messages from our dispatch that the visibility was kind of low at the base, so we were like, oh boy. But ended up being okay. I mean, don't tell anyone, the plane landed itself, but you know, sometimes it's nice that it does the work for us. Brad, you're recording cities all day after this. Jazz playing some video games. Through Forspoken. I don't know if I know that game. That sounds interesting. Amber, you live in Europe? Oh, nice. Yeah. I know I tried to pick this time well enough because 1 p.m. Pacific for me, I was like, well, it's not too early for Brad in Australia, and it's not too late for the Europeans, and that kind of stuff. So it kind of seemed like the sweet spot, anyways. So Timothy dealing with some work issues. Rest of the day doing nothing major, and well, that's good. Alright. I am just... Yeah, I actually have 5 days off right now. That just started today, actually, so it's kind of nice. I could use a break. Alright, well, that's a little bit of a little community square thing going so far. Any suggestions for some commercial assets to go with this? So I was thinking maybe green cities, but I don't know, what do you guys think? There's a bit of a chat delay, so I'm just gonna build while I wait for you guys to respond. Brian Pickle says green cities would probably fit really well. Timothy, the pond park. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like this one or the bridge, old bridge park? Which would you rather see? I can do both if we want, but what we have here. Public market, maybe. Where do I want that? Maybe down here on the front. Yeah. Thinking old bridge, but the other one might be good too. Okay. Let's see what we can come up with. I do have. Let's see, the Park Life roads. So what we could do is take these out. And then put these down. Maybe center that there, and then add some roads around it as well. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm trying to keep up with the cards you're talking about. Amber says maybe some cafe or souvenir shop. Yeah, let's see. What do you think, Amber? There is the Sidewalk Cafe here, which there's the different variations. If we find something, there's the brick one, or this kind of more modern looking one. You could do that, or I mean, there's Burn Bean Coffee, which is always my go-to, but it's a bit small. I think in other commercial, what do we have here? I don't think so. You're thinking the Sidewalk Cafe? Okay, cool. Any variation or preference there? Actually, I think I might be able to just slide this right over here. Also, yes, I did sneak in some Cities 2 soundtrack here because honestly, guys, I'm obsessed. I think it's such a good radio pack. Like, I can't stop listening to it. Listen to it getting ready sometimes in the morning, but maybe let's see if we can put the pond park in behind, right there. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. I don't know what you guys think, but I just need to find something good for this side. What do we have in the 4x4s for commercial? Restaurant, is that going to fit in there? Not quite. Maybe 4x3. Oh, there's restaurant from shopping malls. Did I do that backwards? I can never remember which one is which. What is this? I don't know. Retail? No. A shop that is massive. I don't know. Big bite? Anyone up for a big bite? Oh gosh. Sometimes trying to pick assets, I tell you. If I can just fit there's the Sidewalk Restaurant. Can I fit that over here somehow? Yeah, they kind of match. I could maybe detail it a little bit in here somehow. I think there's a small park I can kind of squeeze in there as well. Small buildings. Tiny park. Yeah, I could probably do a tiny park in there. Maybe move it back a little bit. Oops. Pond. You could have all the ponds. I actually really like the gazebo one, so I think I'm gonna put that there. And what's a nice rhododendron. That is probably the most challenging plant names out there, but that is begging for some park access, or path access, excuse me. Yeah, I like how that's coming together. What else should we put in here? We could probably use a little bit of some zoned commercial, so maybe I'll just grab some of the green cities for the sides there. Oh wow, there's a lot of people here. Okay. They're probably... some of them walking? Oh wow, that's dedication. Beautiful. Put a couple market stalls here maybe. would be nice. I'll put some trees around there in a second. Public market here. What else? Yeah, burn beam. Pretty small. I wonder if we could fit that. Probably tuck that actually right behind the markets. Will that work? Or is that gonna be too close? It's a little cozy. Maybe I can move the markets a little bit. Up. Angle this a little more. There we go. Yeah, and then put a nice tree in there somewhere. And maybe I can put a seating area over here. Grab a pedestrian. We'll do cobblestone. The Sims walk comically long distances for things. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they, you know, they've all been out for a few and decided that yeah, sure, let's walk. It doesn't seem that far. But yeah, kudos to them. I mean, I don't know. I've gotten, like, I guess more used to walking now, like, because I mentioned, like, I don't have my car anymore, and it's definitely a nice change. Fitness is their passion. Yeah. So I will walk a lot further, but sometimes it's mostly just because, like, walking is the more convenient option there. So, well, that didn't really blend together nicely, did it? Oh well. So fountain plaza there, some trees around that. What else do we want here? It's just a 1 hour walk mode. Yeah, exactly. Some more of these Green City kind of like shopped over here. What else can we put? If it's 30 minutes or less of a walk, I'm walking. Yeah, I mean, one nice thing too of where I live is we've got a lot of like good bike lanes and that kind of stuff. Like they're like separated from cars and that kind of thing. So it makes it a lot easier to even bike. Sometimes I cheat and use the e-bike with the electric assist, but if I'm going like quite far, it just kind of makes more sense because then it doesn't take forever to get to where I'm going. But yeah, let's see. Okay, maybe some residential too in here. I don't know, I'm thinking Brooklyn's and Queens townhomes maybe. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, there's like, I like these little townhomes. I forget there was another creator that was using these in a build recently. It might have been Few Candy, and I really loved them as well. They're pretty extensive bike lanes, but I've seen how people drive here, so I'm afraid to ever use them. Yeah, I kind of stick to the ones that are like, there's a barrier. There's a few ones that are a bit frustrating where it's like the cars aren't supposed to turn unless the light is green for them, and so I've like been like barreling along the road in the bike lane, and then all of a sudden someone will like kind of turn in front of me, and that one kind of usually gets me a little annoyed because I'm like, hey, like can you not read the sign? few of those over there. And then maybe we'll just put a little bit of tree detailing around. Has some protected one, but the main road one isn't. People just drive so terribly. It's a serious problem because pedestrians keep getting hit. Oh yeah, that's annoying. I think I liked our city, like they just didn't even put bike lanes on like the main vehicle roads, so like the cyclists would kind of be like you're on like the parallel streets, so like you can still get around pretty fast, but you're just kind of on like the secondary street or whatever. So I find that that really helps kind of keep things a little less deathy. Anyways, I don't know why these didn't. I've never seen them do that before. Anyways, let's see. I don't know what else could we add here. Let's see what's still in that pack. It's heavy. Timothy says, there's been talk about putting in more bike lanes near me. People are generally supportive, but the town bureaucracy takes forever to do anything, so it'll take a few years. Yeah, you know, it definitely gets a bit controversial even in my area. You know, every time you try and take lanes away from people, they get really upset about it. Which is fair, but like, I don't know, I find if you give people the option to drive or to, you know, get around a different way, like I think people who prefer to drive or feel they have to drive can kind of I don't know, you know, it allows them to sort of, I guess, have the freedom to you know, there's less people on the roads, I guess is what I'm trying to say over here. Is this supposed to be on water? Oh, that's interesting. Like, I'm like, why is it letting me place this on land? Okay. Jazz says, my city is not bike friendly, but we do have a large green line that the city is trying to connect all the way from downtown to the suburbs. It's pretty nice if you're cycling to exercise. Yeah, we've got like quite a few bike lanes for like getting around downtown, and then we also have what do you call it? A lot of like ones along the water and that kind of stuff too as well, just kind of, I guess, more for biking for pleasure, I guess you could say. But yeah, I think it's something new in North America, I think, to get, you know, bike lanes and infrastructure and that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I remember when I visited Amsterdam the first time and I realized that the only thing I really had to worry about was getting hit by a bike, not a car. So yeah. Brian Pickle, you mostly drive to take your wife to work and go to Costco, but walk from us. Everything else, stop driving to downtown at all, and take the bus. Yeah, even like there's a couple shops I like to go to, and like you have to go across a bridge for it, and like they've put like a bus queue jumper or whatever, so it actually just makes taking the bus make way more sense, because the bus can get over the bridge faster because it doesn't have to deal with the vehicle congestion. So Amber says the bike lanes are kind of random, lack activity in some places, and sometimes end out of a sudden. Yeah, I've had a few people that I work with when we're talking about it, and you know, I fly with pilots from all our different bases and that kind of stuff, so it's kind of interesting to compare and that kind of stuff. And some of them, yeah, if the bike lanes aren't done well, then like it kind of doesn't make sense, and I think that's where some people get kind of upset because they're like, well, this makes no sense or whatever. So I think I'm pretty fortunate where I live that the bike lanes do sort of make sense. But Jazz says she really misses having bike lanes and bike paths in CS2. Yeah, I was kind of surprised they weren't in the base game, if I'm honest. I think I didn't play City Skylines when it got first released. I've only been on it for a couple of years, but I think actually it was a DLC that brought bikes to the game as well, but I think people were surprised with all that they didn't have them in the base game. But I think it was after dark when they introduced bike lanes, if I remember correctly. So what's that terrain doing? Hey now, Brad. I don't want to get canceled by Few Candy, so I stuck some songs in from some artists that I like on YouTube, and yeah, I just started playing. I was like, huh, Orden? But yeah, Few Candy, if you're watching, I'm not ripping you off, I promise. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll add like bikes pretty soon. It would be nice maybe if they added it as a free patch instead of a DLC, just with all the you know, issues the game have had. That it would be nice to maybe have it as a little bit of a freebie. But yeah, I don't know what their plans are with it, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, University City actually kind of fits not too bad, depending on what it is. Brad, I can't lie. You did a guest build in Orden? Oh, I feel like I didn't see that. I thought I watched most of that series. I will have to go back and look. So that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Sorry, Amber, I don't know if I quite understand your question. Did you put some building... Was that supposed to be building theme for this community? This little area? I don't know, I was just kind of honestly flying by the seat of my pants here. I think it's... Hold on, I gotta fix this playlist to start again. I think it started playing random stuff. Brad's Buns and Food in the last 3 episodes. Ah, I must have missed one. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at that theme. Yeah, no specific theme. I picked up the Seaside Resorts pack recently because I'm gonna put it in Wintercrest, but I kind of just wanted to play around with it and kind of see what was in it. Yeah, no particular theme, but you know, if you have something you want to see built in here, let me know. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Wow, we are losing Sims like no tomorrow. What is going on? Oh no, death wave. Oh boy. Okay, that has happened to me a couple times in this city. We'll turn that off. Oh god, okay. I don't know if, oh boy, okay. I don't know, there was one thing, I had a few issues with garbage in this city, and I can't ever figure out why. Like, I had to put garbage facilities everywhere. Like, why is this abandoned? Buildings because no one collected dead people. I don't know, I had a lot of issues with death care and garbage collection in this city, and I don't know if it's just the size of it, but I put a lot of death care out there, I thought. Yeah, lots of cemeteries, lots of crematoriums. Okay, I'll have to put a few more out there or something, and quickly try and see if I can put a stop to this death wave. Otherwise, we might have to end the stream soon, and I'll have to fix that up. Timothy says those houses are literally on the grounds of a resort, but still aren't happy with the neighborhood. Yeah, people like to complain. Joyce, she's taking off. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And what? Oh, I have been streaming for over an hour. Okay. Well, let me get some of this death care. I'm just gonna have to flop it. Captain Shaquille Oatmeal, hey, just stopping by before my flight lesson. Hey, have fun. Yeah. Oh god, flight school lessons. Those take me back. Those were the days. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a good lesson. Make sure your flight plan is all put together well so that your instructor is happy. That was always fun times. Okay, put down a few more crematoriums, maybe a couple more cemeteries, and see if I can reset some buildings here. Oh no. What happened? Ah, drives me nuts. VR holds. Oh god. Okay, good news is you do in flight school, and then you'll probably never do it again. You know, back in my day, we used to hold on to ADF, so, you know, VR isn't nearly as bad. NVR approaches too? Oh god, yeah, I mean, again, NDB was worse. I don't know. Those were not fun at all. Alright guys, well I guess this will go down as the first stream where I killed my city, because I am just resetting buildings like no tomorrow here right now, but can't remember if there's like a select all abandon function in Move It, so I'm just gonna have to try and individually reset a bunch of these. 7-Eleven crematorium asset, really easy to sneak in and hide around your city. Good to know. Yeah, I don't... I have a lot of death care coverage, but I just don't know... I've had this happen a few times in this city. Like, I was recording once, and then, like, half the city died, and I had to kind of do the same thing. But, yeah, I won't make you guys here and watch me reset a bunch of buildings, so... I'll probably have to fix it off camera at some point, but, yeah. I'll just, take these buildings level down. Oh man, okay. Well guys, I think that is probably gonna be it for the stream today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and fix all the death wave there, and I think that'll probably do it anyways. Appreciate you guys all spending your time with me today in the stream. You know, hope you enjoyed seeing this tour of Spinnville, and yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what I have left to come. There's a lot of exciting new ideas I have for the channel, and yeah, more to come. So thanks again for stopping by today. Take care, and we'll see you on the next episode.